Greetings, Mantore79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days. Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, off to edit deck menu. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be going for is a Stoicheia's Servitude of Funeral Procession, Lianorn Masques, D-BT10. And okie dokie, let's get started. So go to selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu. And like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building today's deck profile video is a Stoicheia's Servitude of Funeral Procession, Lianorn Masques deck, made of cards only available until D-BT10. And okie dokie, let's get started. Go into filter settings to pack, show only cards from D-BT1, Genesis of 5 Greats, D-BT2, Brush of Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening of Chakravarti, D-BT5, Triumphant of Brave Heroes, Festival Booster 2021, Festival Booster 2022, Throne Pack number 1, and D-BT6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, D-BT7, Raging Flameless Emerald Storm, D-BT8, Minerva Rising, D-BT9, Dragon Tree Invasion, and D-BT10, Dragon Masquerade. Pack selected, apply filters. Filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we are playing, ride deck grade 3, Grand March of Full Bloom, Lianorn. Skills, first skill, actions of Vanguard once per turn. Cost, counterblast 1. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Choose a card from hand, call it to radar circle or discard it. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks, cost, soul blast 1. And discard a card from hand. If the cost is paid, boost this unit with all of your back row standing units with boost. If you boosted this unit with 3 or more units, this unit gets drive +1 to end the battle. At the end of the battle, choose 2 of your back row rear guards and stand them. Already, the grade 3, Grand March of Full Bloom, Lianorn, we have 1 the ride deck. Next up, the grade 2. Ride deck grade 2, Brilliant Tune, Rectina. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon by a unit with Lianorn in its card name. Cost, soul blast 1. If the cost is paid, choose a grade 1 or less card from drop, call it to radar circle. Second skill, continuous as a rear guard. If your back row has 3 or more rear guards, this unit gets boost. Okie dokie, grade 2, Brilliant Tune, Rectina. We have 1 the ride deck. Next, ride deck, grade 1, Budding of Pleasant Sounds, Gracia. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon by Brilliant Tune, Rectina, you may call this card to rear guard circle. Second skill, continuous as a rear guard. During the battle, this unit boosted a Vanguard. This unit gets plus 5,000 power. And affirmative, the grade 1, Budding of Pleasant Sounds, Gracia, we have 1 the ride deck. And finally, ride deck, grade 0, announcing Wind of Spring, Corfi, starting unit. Skill, auto, when this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirm, grade 0, announcing Wind of Spring, Corfi, starting unit, we have 1 the ride deck. With that, we've covered the deck's ride deck. Next, let's get on to the grade 3 lineup. And now for the grade 3 lineup. For the grade 3s in this deck we are playing, the grade 3, Blue Artillery Dragon, Inlet Pulse Dragon. We have its skills, first skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a grade 3 greater Vanguard. If this was the first battle of the turn and your Vanguard is Flagship Dragon and Flag Dragon, cost, soul blast 1. If the cost is paid, stand this unit. Second skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of your turn, if the total number of attacks this turn is 4 or more, cost, put this into your soul. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Already, the grade 3, Blue Artillery Dragon, Inlet Pulse Dragon, we have 2 in the deck. Next, the grade 3, Servitude of Funeral Procession, Lianorn Masques. Skills, first skill, continuous. This card can only be written from a grade 3 with Lianorn in its card name. Second skill, action as a Vanguard, once per turn. Cost, remove a card with Lianorn with a different card name from this unit from your hand, soul, or drop. If the cost is paid, choose 1 grade 1 or less card from drop and call it to rear circle. Choose 1 of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Third skill, auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks, choose up to 3 of your back row standing units with boost and boost this unit. If you boosted 3 more units, At the end of the battle, cost counterblast 1. If it costs and paid, choose 2 of your rear guards and stand them. And okie dokie, the grade 3 Servitude of Funeral Procession Lianorn Masques, we have 4 in the deck. And next, the grade 3 Normal Order Mask of Hydrogam. Skills, first skill, Order. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card of Dragon Tree or Mask in its card name from among them. Reveal it, put in hand and shuffle deck. Second skill, Action from the drop. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard out without Mask in its card name. Cost, reveal a grade 3 card with Mask in its card name from hand. If it costs and paid, ride the card revealed for the cost as stand. If you rode, put this card into soul. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and you do not activate a Persona Ride this turn, you may activate Persona Ride. Affirmative, the grade 3 Mask of Hydrogam. We have 2 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 2 lineup. And now for the grade 2 lineup. For the grade 2 since deck we are playing, the grade 2 Tightline Dragon. Skill, action as a rear guard once per turn. If your Persona Road this turn, cost Soul Blast 1. If it costs and pay, choose one of your other units. That unit and this unit gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. If your Persona Road is active, even if Persona Ride is activated outside of normal ride. And already the grade 2 Tightline Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. Up next, the grade 2 Dragon Tree Wretch Death Aleph. Skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, cost Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. If it costs and pay, choose one of your rear guard circles without any Dragon Tree markers. Put a Dragon Tree marker. Search your deck for up to 1 Mask of Hydrogam. Reveal it, put in a hand, and shuffle deck. And okie dokie, the grade 2 Dragon Tree Wretch Death Aleph. We have 3 in the deck. And here we have the grade 2 Luster Impact Dragon. Skills, first skill, continuous as a rear guard. During your turn, if your back row has 2 or more grade 1 or less rear guards, this unit gets plus boost and plus 5,000 power. Second skill, Auto is a rear guard once per turn. When this unit stands by the ability of your Vanguard of Granfia or Lianorn in its card name, if your Vanguard is 33,000 power or greater, cost Soul Blast 1. If it costs and paid, draw a card and this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. And confirm the grade 2 Luster Impact Dragon. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 1 lineup. And now for the grade 1 lineup. For the grade 1 since deck we are playing, the grade 1 performing Petal Dianta. Skills, first skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle from hand, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, cost Counterblast 1. If it costs and paid, choose a grade 3 or less card from drop and call to rear guard circle. Second skill, continuous as a rear guard. During your turn, if you have 2 or more grade 1 or less rear guards in your back row, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. And already the grade 1 performing Petal Dianta, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the grade 1 Custodial Dragon Sentinel Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may own up to 4 cards to Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose from your units. It cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from hand discarded. And okie dokie, the grade 1 Custodial Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. Up next, the grade 1 Blitz Order Elementary Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may own up to 4 cards in Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementary Sanctuary in deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Play the cost of this card a card from hand if your Vanguard is grade 3 or less. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units. It cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. Affirmative, the grade 1 Elementary Sanctitude. We have 1 in the deck. And next we have the grade 1 Burrow Mushrooms. Skill, actions, rear guard, cost, put this unit to your soul. If the cost and paid, call up to 2 plant tokens to rear guard circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Granfia in its card name, choose one of your rear guards and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Plant tokens are grade 0, 5,000 power, 1 critical, and half boost. Confirm the grade 1 Burrow Mushrooms. We have 3 in the deck. And here we have the grade 1 Spouting Intimacy Amlia. Skill, continuous as a rear guard. During your turn, if your Vanguard is Servitude of Funeral Procession Lianorn Masques, this unit gets plus 5,000 power, and Auto is rear guard. At the end of battle, your Vanguard attacked, cost Soul Blast 1 and retire this unit. If the cost and paid, countercharge 1. Alright, the grade 1 Spouting Intimacy Amlia, we have 2 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, for the Grade 0, Source Dragon Demon Blessings, Blessed Favor, Over Trigger. Skill, trigger, additional effect. Draw a card, choose one of your units, it gets +1 critical until end of turn. All of your front units gets plus 10,000 power. If your damage zone has the same number of cards as your opponent or more, choose a card from damage zone and heal it. Alright, the Grade 0, Source Dragon Demon Blessings, Blessed Favor, Over Trigger. We have 1 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, Melodia Pomera, critical trigger. We have 4 in the deck. Here we have the Grade 0, Aspiring Maiden Alana, critical trigger. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units, it gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, the Grade 0, Aspiring Maiden Alana, critical trigger. We have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, Serene Maiden Lena, draw trigger. Skill, continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. Affirmative, the Grade 0, Serene Maiden Lena, draw trigger. We have 3 in the deck. Here we have the Grade 0, Flowery Tone, heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. And finally, the Grade 0, Narcissus Noble, Neil-G, heal trigger. Skill, auto. When this unit is put in Guardian Circle, if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard grade, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until end of battle. And confirm the Grade 0, Narcissus Noble, Neil-G, heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. And at that next been built, cards explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, 2 Grade 3, Blue Artillery Dragon, Inland Pulse Dragon. 1 Grade 3, Grand March of Full Bloom, Lianorn. 4 Grade 3, Servitude of Feudal Procession, Lianorn Masques. 2 Grade 3, Mask of Hydrogen. 1 Grade 2, Brilliant Tune Rectina. 3 Grade 2, Tightline Dragon. 3 Grade 2, Dragon Tree Wretch, Death Aleph. 4 Grade 2, Luster Impact Dragon. 1 Grade 1, Budding of Pleasant Sounds, Gracia. 3 Grade 1, Performing Petal, Dianta. 3 Grade 1, Custodial Dragon. 1 Grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. 3 Grade 1, Burrow Mushrooms. 2 Grade 1, Spouting Intimacy, Amlia. 1 Grade 0, Announcing Wind of Spring, Corpy, starting unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1 Grade 0, Blessed Favor, Over Trigger. 8 critical triggers. 3 draw triggers. And 4 heal triggers. With that deck built, cards explained, next let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are back in the main menu, going to test out a deck, so selecting the fight menu, selecting CPU fight, choosing the deck I just showcased to you, the Stoicheias, Servitude of Feudal Procession, Lianorn Masques, D-BT10 deck. Already the deck all looks fine from this side, so selecting the deck and choosing my opponent for this fight. For the opponent I'm going to test the deck out on, it is Brand Gates, Tormari Seto, normal difficulty, and click. The battle begins, let's get started. And here we are in the fight. Then the side goes first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock the scissors, I win, going first. Drawing our starting hands, I got myself a Custodial Dragon, Tightline Dragon, critical trigger, and Luster Impact. Not too bad. Holding on to all normal units, redrawing triggers. Redraw. Mushroom and... oh, a Grade 3 Inlet Pulse, not too bad. I arrive from the right deck, Budding of Pleasant Sounds, Gracia. Right deck cost, I am discarding... discarding Tightline Dragon. Discard and right, Gracia. And then I'm going to just end my turn here. Alright, end of turn. My opponent's turn. She rides the Great One. Chaotic Blue skill. Search deck 4. Galactus Prison and set it to hand. Start a skill, draw a card. Calling and setting Galactus. Resting Bagamotor. Soul charging 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Yes! Over trigger, perfect guard out of the deck. No guard, taking it. First drive check. Critical trigger for the first trigger. Come on. 2 damage to me. Here it comes. Ow! Damage check first. Critical trigger. Wasted a trigger. Come on. Giving effects, but no use of this here. 1 more damage. Check. Come on, not a persona, right? And then my opponent's turn, my turn. Draw. Not a heal trigger, come on. I ride from the right deck, Brilliant to Rectina. Right deck cost I am discarding. I discard the heal trigger Needle G. Discard and ride. Rectina, skill of Gracia. Superior call Gracia to the back row. Then I'm going to call Burrow Mushrooms. Hold on, wait. Yep. I call Burrow Mushrooms to rear guard. Call Burrow skill. Move it to the soul. Superior call 2 plant tokens. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Call. Then I call Luster Impact Dragon to rear guard. Call. There we go. And let's see. During my turn, it can boost if I have 2 or 1 Great One less rear guards. So 2 or more Great Ones. Yep, I have enough. So switching positions. And that ought to do it. To the battle phase we go. Then, boosted by Gracia. Go, Rectina. 18k. Gracia skill plus 5,000 power. 23k. Drive check. Yes, heal trigger. Just what I needed. I give power 2, plant token, healing 1. 1 damage to opponent. And boom! Damage check. Heal trigger, lucky her. Cannot heal but gets power up. Boosted by Luster Impact Dragon. Go, plant token. 30,000 power. Guardian of heal trigger. The attack fails. End of my turn. My opponent's turn. Here comes the Grey 2. Rizet Pink. Rizet Pink's skill forced me to imprison a card in hand. I imprison Inlet Pulse Dragon. Magmore skill. Imprisoning a drop zone card. Calling more rear guards. That's 10,000. No guard, taking it. Out. Damage check. Tight line, no good. 10k from the Vanguard. No guard. Drive check. No trigger. Persona right. Out. Damage check. No trigger, come on. 10k. Guard with heal trigger. 25k. And ka-chink, safe. And if my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I write Grand March of Full Bloom Lianorn. Seriously? I have to choose. If only had 1 more card in hand, I have to hold on to Death Owl to search for Mask of Hydrogum. I have 3 damage. I can't afford to discard any defensive cards, so no choice. I discard Death Aleph and ride Lianorn. Skill of Rectina. Superior call a Great One. I Soul Blast. Corphi, Soul Blast. And Superior call Corphi, the rear guard. Call. Vanguard skill, Counterblast 1. Counterblast. And draw a card. Draw. Not my over trigger. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Discard my perfect guard. Ah, such bad luck early in the game. Then I'm gonna activate my... Should I pay a cost to call Inlet Pulse Dragon? Not a lot of power here, so I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna pay a Soul Blast. I Soul Blast Mushroom. And Superior Call Inlet Pulse Dragon to the rear guard. Over Plat Token. Switching positions. There we go. And on to battle phase. First up, my Lianorn Unboosted attacks the Vanguard. 13k. Lianorn skill. Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast, and discarding a perfect guard. Get triple drive and boost the entire back row. 42k, 48, 7k. The attack goes through. Triple drive, first check. No trigger, second check. No trigger, come on, third check, something good. Now a mass card comes. Boom! 1 damage, damage check. No trigger. After boosting, Lianorn skill, all of the back, I can choose 2 back row rear guards to restand. Restanding Luster Impact and my Corpy. I don't have any more soul cards to activate Luster Impact skill. Fine, boosted by Corpy. Go Inlet Pulse, 19k. The attack goes through. Bang, bang, bang. Damage check. Critical trigger, so lucky. Boosted by Luster Impact. Go Plant Token, 20k. Intercept, 25k. And it's the end of my turn. Not a really good start. I drew too many defensive cards and couldn't draw enough cards. Here comes the grade 3, Seraph Snow. Seraph Snow skill, nope, back order skill, imprisoning a drop zone card. Imprisoned Vanguard skill, counterblast 2, counterblast 1, and imprison 2 of my cards. And imprisoned heal triggered mushroom. Here's 21k. 13k. Guard with Luster Impact Dragon, 18k. Guard. Kachink, safe. Here comes Seraph Snow. If it's a double critical, I'm doomed, but I need cards to protect against the next attack, so no guard, gotta take it. First check. No trigger, second check. Critical trigger, come on, not now. Critical to Vanguard and power to rear guard. Come on, third check, nothing. Heal trigger, come on. Back to 2 damage, so lucky. Here it comes. 2 damage to me. Ow. Damage check first. Draw trigger. Finally something good. All the Vanguard. Draw. Heal. Critical trigger. Come on. Second check. No trigger. Mask of Hydrogen. Here comes 30k. Guard with critical trigger. Alana. 38k. And Kachink survived. This is not good for me. And the opponent's first turn, my turn. Draw. Skipping to main phase. Alrighty, first I'm gonna activate Lianorn skill. Counterblast 1. Counterblast and draw card. Draw. Mushroom. I call Dianta to rear guard. Call. Calling it over here. Dianta skill. Counterblast 1. Counterblast and I call Tightline Dragon over here. Call. And then I'm gonna activate Mask of Hydrogum. Yes, just what I needed. Lianorn Masques. Adding her to hand. Then from the drop zone, I activate Mask Effect. I'm going to activate Servitude of I'm going to Superior Mask Persona Ride Lianorn Masques from the hand. Let's go, let's go, Mask Persona Ride. Mask Hydrogen goes to Soul and Persona Ride active. And I drew a Preferred Guard. Alright, next I'm going to... My Vanguard skill requires me to counter blast 1, so... Then I'm first gonna... Alright, I activate my Tightline Dragon skill. In my Prison, Mushroom, and Corphe, so... First, I'm gonna activate the Soul Blast effect. Soul Blasting Mask of Hydrogum. To Superior Call one from the prison. I Superior Call Corphe. Or should I call Mushroom to add more Soul cards? I put Mushroom to the rear guard. Call. Then Mushroom skill. Into Soul. Superior Call up to 2 plant tokens. 1 calling here. And activating Tightline Dragon skill, Soul Blast. Soul Blast and 10,000 powers to another rear guard and to itself. I give it to... Dion. I give the power to Inlet Pulse Dragon. Or, I give it to Dianta. Giving it to Dianta. There we go. And I'm gonna call Amela to rear guard over here. And calling, I can preserve my soul at this point, so I'm gonna counterblast 1 to Superior Call. Or should I call another Mushroom to replace Tightline? Alright, then I guess I'm gonna call... Pay a Counter Blast. Oh, nope, activating my Vanguard skill. No, I need the soul for that too, so... I activate my Vanguard skill, remove Lianorn from play, and Superior Call Mushroom from the drop zone over Tightline Dragon. Mushroom skill, retire rear guard, and Mushroom skill into Soul, call a plant token to the back row, call. And that ought to do it to battle phase. Then let's see. My skill is to choose up to 3 back row rear guards to boost Swift, so must attack unboosted first. Alright. First, my Inlet Pulse Dragon, unboosted, attacks the Vanguard, 23k. Guarding with heal trigger. The attack fails. Then, Dianta, unboosted, attacks the Vanguard. 33k. The attack goes through. Boom! Damage check. No trigger. Now, unboosted, my Lianorn attacks the Vanguard. Counter Blast. And boosting with Luster Impact, Amelia, and Plant Token. All the Vanguard. The attack goes through. Twin Drive first check. Critical trigger, just what I needed. I give critical to Vanguard, power to Inlet Pulse Dragon. And second check. Double critical, just what I needed. Oh, that was lucky. Critical to Vanguard, power to Dianta. That's 3 damage to the opponent. Boom! Damage check. Critical trigger. All the Vanguard. Second check. No trigger. And third check. No trigger. 6 damage. I win. That was a really rough fight. Despite some bad luck of my draws from the early game, and despite some having to make some really difficult decisions, I still managed to eke out a win. It was just pretty much a double critical there, but I was confident I could at least use my skills to add more attacks and possibly put pressure on opponent more as well. So I got win, double critical, double trigger, attack 50 times more power, did a persona right, 6 turns pass, did superior call, superior right, and drew 3 more times in 1 turn. Got 2350 VP, total 81,025 VP. Pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to fight menu. Here we are in the fight menu, leaving fight menu, going back to main menu. Here we are in the main menu to edit deck menu. With that, the deck's been built, card ups explained, and I finished testing the deck on front of you. So first I want to say is, thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the future. I'll also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say, goodbye, and see you all soon!